Interactivity. Interactivity. Card advantage.
500 burn damage will be administered and 10 seconds left until the end of the match.
Resource management.
Firewall Dragon, FTK, Soul Charge, Shenanigans, Grinder Golem, FTK,
Communication.
Pendulum Magician FTK.
These are the hallmarks and the signifiers that create a well-rounded, balanced, healthy format. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be competitive, but when that card, that damned card, came back, I knew that something wasn't right.
Oh, why? Why? What? Why? 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 Why is this back? This doesn't do anything fair. This card doesn't do anything fair. There's no deck that revolves around it other than some stupid dumb FTK probably does something stupid. It probably, jokingly pays 5,000 life points, and anyone with a brain would know it would be busted. It would be busted. Okay.
And I hope I am wrong. But if that card allows there to be a deck which gets tops and is somewhat even just semi-successful without letting your opponent have a turn, well, I'm going to make a video on the internet and complain about it. And I know you guys don't want to see me complain on the internet about a card. I will demand to speak to the manager. I will make angry tweets at Konami, and I will be making very funny memes if this card gets tops. Before we get into the actual meat and bones and real content, it's important that we first and foremost begin with: can I still discard with Nightmare Phoenix effect even though my opponent controls no cards? Can I Raigeki if my opponent controls no monsters? Can I MST if my opponent has no spell and traps? Can I kill myself if I don't want to live anymore? These are the important questions that you are bringing up to me right now. Lentus Lucas. Shaggy drops in on Yusei and Jack's duel, circa 2009, colorized. I don't know where this new Shaggy thing came from, but it's good to see that only the greatest duelists are competing in the, whatever this is. Now, this might be considered blasphemy and actual heresy by some of you, but I've never seen 5Ds. I haven't seen 5Ds. Max Rarity Mermails. Regular Mermail. By the way, I actually can't remember if I've included this in a video. I've definitely recorded this meme before, but I don't know if I used it in another video because of time restraints or something. Usually what happens with these videos is that they last like 15 minutes altogether after editing is done. And then I just kind of cut the least funny parts and there you go. Ha! Fake exposed. Because, you know, I don't want to waste your time with like 20 minutes of laughing at pictures on the internet. I mean, that would just be ridiculous. Creating this like livelihood and your career and income based around laughing at things on the internet. Especially cardboard and funny pictures about the cardboard. What kind of pathetic joke of a person would do that? FTK. This danger one here is from Dante, creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think that's who made Yu-Gi-Oh! But let's just roll with it, okay? So showcasing again, kind of like the last video I did, but it's pretty much sort of the same idea. It's just a different hand and stuff, but it goes to show you just like how consistent it is. Like you just need like a hand of dangers. That's it. Like you just need some dangers and that's it. You've got your combo. You go into your Skull Dread to keep digging. You want to get that beginning of the end, right? Because that beginning of the end is really what is the sort of fuel that refreshes your hand full of more dangers, and you just keep digging for more of them with this Aria, because beginning of the end isn't once per turn, and obviously none of the dangers are once per turn. Well, at least the summon effect. But this is the most important part of the combo, as you're all aware. The equip spell here, I still don't know the name, but when you equip it to a psychic monster, they don't need to pay life points for their costs. And you see here, you're using Gustav Max to burn for 4,000, and then you link into the new card, this Link monster. I think it's a Link 3 that comes out in Savage Strike. And this thing lets you basically create like all these infinite zones. Doesn't have an effect, but it doesn't matter. And then you just put 3 Blaze Phoenix there, and Blaze Phoenix does like a few hundred damage for each card on the field and currently in play or something. And you just do that with cyber-stein, and there you go. Ping, ping, ping. The first one I showed was Archfiend, not Archfiend, I keep calling it Archfiend. Ares Archer something, I don't know. But that's another version. Airport security. No liquids on the plane, please. Mermail players. There was this phase last week, round about like Tuesday or something. I just kind of had it out for Mermail players. I'm sorry, I made like 4 memes about you guys. Who am I really apologizing to? There's like, does anyone play Mermail still? There's no way someone actually still plays this deck in 2019, right? The only thing that Mermail had going for them was like if they opened like Diva and like Soul Charge or something, they could like hand loop you. Oh, but I think someone got hit recently. What was the name of that card that got hit? Oh yeah, that's right. No Dragon. 2 effect monsters. No more. I think that's him. I'm not sure. Speak up. I haven't had a lot of hate recently. I think it's probably because anyone who does send me any kind of hate in the comment section, I just make fun of them in a video, so they don't want to be in a video. But sure, I will
Speak up.
Just for you, Riaz. Would a Gravekeeper / DD deck work? I assume you're referring to some kind of mixture between Gravekeepers and DDs. Because as you guys know, Necro Valley has a lot of synergy with cards like Lamia, like Flame Genghis. So I can understand why you thought Gravekeepers would be a good match for DDs. And I wanted to point out this message that I saw on Reddit, just because the replies I thought were really interesting. Yeah, that's the replies. No one commented. Weird, I know, but nobody had anything to say about perhaps the most antithetical, most contrived suggestion I have ever seen on Reddit in my entire existence. Congratulations, you have suggested the most non-functional mixture of archetypes I have ever seen in my life. If anyone here can come up with some better suggestions for worse combinations of archetypes, I'd love to hear it, because I actually can't think of anything worse than like Necro Valley and DDs. I am actually so hyped for this thing. I have always and will always be a Dark Magician boy over the Blue Eyes. I'm sorry. If you think Blue Eyes is cooler than Dark Magician... Finally, some good damn support here. And of course, it involves our mommy, Dark Magician girl. So Bond between teacher and student is a normal spell card that, by the way, can be searched off of Magician's Rod. So Magician's Rod can get this from your deck, and you can only activate one of this name per turn. If you control Dark Magician, you can special Dark Magician Girl from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And that's the most important thing about this, right? I'm going to mention that as well. Hand, deck, or graveyard. Then you can set one of the following directly from your deck to your spell and trap zone. Dark Magic Attack, Dark Burning Attack, Dark Burning Magic, Dark Magic Twin Burst. So the Dark Magician Girl doesn't have to be in your deck. Sometimes a lot of the issues that we have with Garnet cards is that, well, if you draw it, it's like, oh, damn, I drew it. I can't do anything with it. However, even if you draw it, even if you discard it with like Apprentice Magician Girl, whatever her name is, the level 6 girl, it doesn't matter because you could just summon her again anyway. It doesn't matter where Dark Magician Girl ends up. So this is really cool about that. And of course, it's able to set one of the Dark Magician cards that are absolutely amazing. But they're really hard and inconsistent as well because they require Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl to be on the field as an activation requirement. So they were never very good. But now you can just play one of the, I think it's called Dark Burning Magic. I think Dark Burning Magic is the one that literally is like Ojama Delta Hurricane. So you can actually just, you just 2-card combo. You just need Dark Magician on the field, which you can normal summon and attack directly for game anyway, but that's besides the point. You activate this, and you can just Dark Burning Magic your opponent. It's a quick play spell, Dark Burning Magic, and that means you can't use it immediately because you can't use equip spells and stuff that turn their set. But you just use it as disruption for your opponent. Like you set it up so that on your opponent's turn, they try to attack or something, then you use the Burning Magic. I think Magic Attack is the back row one. I think it's the Heavy Storm. I think Dark Burning Attack, I don't really know what that one does. And then Magic Twin Burst I know is the worst one. I think it's like you gain attack or something for your Dark Magician, or it's something awful. It's garbage, ignore it. But oh my god, I am so happy and so hyped that we are getting more Dark Magician support. But you see, the problem is, for those of you who have noticed, this is like some Japanese anniversary set. So, round about the time I'm going to be retiring, maybe like 2057 or something, we're finally going to get this support. So don't hold your breath, but I'll see you guys there. And I'll be at that YCS when this thing is released, and I'll be playing Bond with Teacher and Student. So I'll see you guys there, 2057 YCS, California or something. I'll be there in my retirement home, okay? Player A normal summons Deskbot 03 and proceeds to activate his trigger effect. Player A asks B if he has a trigger effect in response. Player B has All Skies protocol set. You seriously think I was gonna read a ruling about Deskbots? I don't even know what happened. I haven't read past the first sentence. Got him. Bet you're mad now, Deskbot players, huh? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Make an angry meme on the internet or something? Wait, shit, hang on, that's what I do. Thank you for watching. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Keep spending most our lives living in the